was invited for, can you hear me? Okay. Was invited for this incredible holiday. We spent 4 nights in this beautiful palace. And it was at that time that Judith and Charles came up to me and said, would I spend some time on a Zoom? And I said, what a pleasure. And so it's my pleasure to be able to talk to you this evening. And I'll just be very brief this evening and give you a little bit of my background. I think in telling a story, it's always good to know where you've come from and where you are and where you're actually headed in life. And, you know, I've been part of this business now since the 8th of July, 1974. That's a long time, 47 years ago. 47 years ago, Nola and I were both in the corporate world. We were working as hard as we knew how. And one of my customers, a very successful businessman, said, Rory, you look ambitious. Do you want to make some money? I said, yes. And we joined. And with a bit of hindsight, that was a good decision. That was a decision that turned our life around. And it's a decision which can actually help you as well. So I want to just, sorry, I'm just getting rid of something on my screen, which might help me a little bit. Ah, there we are. That's better. So anyway, in life, let's speak about you for a moment. I want to speak about you and your future. You know, we're living in extraordinary times. I don't ever know of a time in the world's history where there's been so much uncertainty about the future. And, you know, there's big job loss and people are very unhappy about their health status. And so these things are going on at the moment. But I want to tell you that Neolife has been here and it's stable. It's a great company. And I want to talk to you about you and your life and where you're going. And I don't think there's ever been a time when our business has been so needed. And that's why our business is flourishing in over 50 markets around the world. And you need to be part of this. You need to be part of the action on it. Now, the life or journey of life, it's what you make of it. You know, you are both the architect and the builder of your own destiny. So in life, you can choose to be a victim of circumstance or a victor over circumstance. And that is a choice that you need to know. But I know that within you, you have greatness and you've got to go out and claim that greatness. Okay, you've got to stake your claim there. Now, I recently came across a very interesting little saying, which I just read it last week, as a matter of fact, and I thought, wow, that explains or can be used in our business. And it was a simple little saying on Facebook, I think I saw it, and it said this. It said three things. Forgive your younger self. Forgive your younger self. Believe in your current self and create your future self. I just want to dig into those three things a little bit more because I think this might help you. You know, I've been part of the business for 47 years and so I know the business works, but I'm trying to give you the confidence to be able to go out and build your destiny and your future in this business. But let's talk about that. Forgive your younger self. You know, for the majority of people in life, I think the greatest challenge is they do not forgive themselves in their younger past. So it could be so many things. They take the past, they live in the past, and that destroys their potential in the present. So you've got to forget the past and focus on your present. You know, I'll give you an example. Little things like a person might have this unconfidence about themselves, and they might say, yeah, but you don't understand, I come from a poor family, or I had a poor education, or whatever the story, my family was divorced and we were split up, or whatever it is. You know, these are circumstances in your past, but you've got to forget the past and focus on the present. And so that's an important part of it. Forget the past and focus on the present. The second thing is believing in your current self. You know, this greatness we've got, it's your duty to realize your greatness and bring it out. The single most important element in success is self-belief, believing in yourself. self-belief backed up with a positive mental attitude, or what we call a positive mindset, is what creates that greatness. So I don't care what your education is, I don't care what your past is. If you believe in yourself and you believe in what you're doing, you can change your entire destiny. Okay. In other words, believe in your own self-worth. We are worthy. You are worthy of success. Believe that you are a unique person. Believe that you've been created in the image of God and He wants you to succeed and prosper. And that is so important. So that was believing in your current self. The third one was create your future self. And that's what we've got to start working on every single day. It's a daily activity to become better and better in every way. So, by that, you do as Judy said, you come to training, you attend the Zooms, you read good books, you travel as much as possible, but start creating your better self in the future. There's this success wheel in life, which I think I'm going to spend a little bit of time on that because I think it's important. And you might have already come across this in your training, but this made such a big impression on me. And if you look at the wheel of life, okay, and there's the center, their success for most people, they think success is having money. Money is part of success. Money is not success. There's actually 6 parts to success, and I call that the wheel of success. So the first part that you need to have in success is being mentally successful. You've got to have mental success. Your thinking has to be right. Okay. You've got to have physical success. If your body is not healthy, the chances of success are not good. You've got to maintain your health. The other success is spiritual. You've got to have your spiritual success in life. The other is financial. You've got to be financially successful. But there are 2 others. The one is family. It's good to have a family success. And the other is social. In other words, to get on with people. Now, if you get those 6 things right, your mental success, your physical success, your spiritual success, your financial success, and your family success, and your social success, you have what I call balanced success. Now, later on today, what I want you to do is do what I did many years ago. I saw that, I was taught that, and I said, well, let me evaluate myself. So if this is 0 and this is 10, where are you mentally between 0 to 10? And at that stage, my thinking was not very good. I was positive. So let's give myself a 5 there. Okay. As far as my physical, I was strong and fit and healthy in those days. I joined when I was 27 years old. So I was physically strong. Okay. Spiritually, I was very weak. I had no belief. I had no faith. Financially, I was very weak. I didn't have any family at the time. Socially, I was very strong. I was always out partying and enjoying myself. So my wheel of success didn't look very good. It was not a wheel. It was out of balance. So do that little exercise for yourself, because I think that's a very important part of believing in yourself and moving forward. So, right. Let's just have a look. So the starting point of success, I believe, is knowing what you want out of life. That's the beginning, knowing what you want out of life. Aristotle, the old philosopher, Greek philosopher many, many years ago, said something interesting. He said that your soul always thinks in pictures. Your soul always thinks in pictures. So in other words, you need to have a vision, a picture of what the success is that you want out of your life. That's the starting point, knowing what you want out of your life. And, by the way, it's impossible to know the total picture, but as you grow in success, your picture will grow with you. In other words, you just get a bigger picture of where you're going in life. I learned this little saying from Jerry Brasfield, our founder, and it was this: where the mind goes, reality follows. And if there's one saying I've used my entire life since I've been in your life, is that where your mind goes, reality follows. So you've got to have a picture of where you want to go to create your reality. So that's the starting point for success. Right. So let me just think about this a little. Okay. I just want to give you, for those people, Judy spoke about success. I just want to give you a little glimpse of the success that my wife, Nola, and I have had in this business. As I mentioned, we've been part of it for 47 years. But the interesting thing is this: by the age of 45, through Neolife, we were totally financially independent. We didn't owe anyone any money. That was the starting point. Okay. We also, during this time, by the age of 45, had developed a very sizable property portfolio, not only in South Africa, but in Australia and the UK, through Neolife. Nothing else. We had also had some very good investments. We had cash in the bank. Okay. We, at that stage, started going into, we invested in a farm, we invested in airplanes and things which we've now sold and passed on. Those things have all passed, but we drove the cars of our choice. And as Judy spoke, we traveled extensively, virtually most countries in the world. I've forgotten how many times we've actually traveled overseas through Neolife. So in other words, Neolife became a life-transforming experience for us, as it will be for you, if you let it, okay? Now, those are all the physical things which are important, but they're not that important. More importantly, besides the material things I've spoken about, we learned to become positive goal-setting people. To me, that was great success. We learned the importance of healthy living through good food choice and food supplementation and exercise. We learned that from Neolife. We learned the importance of being a strong family unit. You know, that is so important, that your family unit is strong. For instance, if you have all the money in the world, but your kids don't follow you, or you separate, or value your family unit. We learned the importance of that. We learned the ability to work with other people in a spirit of harmony through this business. And, the most amazing part of it all, through our association with the leadership in Neolife, we gave our lives to the Lord in about 1985. So while I'm illustrating this, I'm talking about the wheel of success. Through our Neolife experience, our wheel of success became far more balanced. It's not perfect. I'm not saying it's perfect. We're human beings, but we are a lot better off through the experience of Neolife. And so the same shall happen for you. Okay. So Neolife is great. I just want to talk about creating your future. There's a couple of things you should start doing. And these are just a few little tips which I've put together for you to start grabbing onto that independence you want. The first step: stop waiting around for someone else to make it happen for you. So many people do this. Stop waiting around for someone else to do the work for you. In other words, take full responsibility for your own success. So that requires constant work in growing and developing and gaining skills. So grow in understanding, grow in your abilities, grow in your confidence. In other words, go pro, become a professional in Neolife. You're either an amateur or a professional. Amateurs make pocket money, professionals make fortunes. So become a professional in Neolife, okay? So just check yourself. Can you present the business, or do you wait for someone else to do it? Can you do an effective product talk? Judy was speaking just now. She's just been speaking to a team in America on Zoom about the product. Isn't that incredible? Can you do a follow-up and get a result? In other words, close the deal, because you only get paid when the deal is closed. Do you understand the marketing plan? And do you understand where the money and profits come from? And are you busy planning your next step and helping your team to do the same thing? So these are little things, little activities, which I believe you need to do to start moving forwards and creating a long-term business, okay? Now, in life, you can make money. You can either make it in small quantities or you can make it by the bunch. And I think making by the bunch is exciting. But to make money by the bunch in Neolife, it's imperative that you, as soon as possible, become a fully qualified director. That's the starting point. And I know a fully qualified director in Kenya would be earning about 60,000 shillings, I believe, somewhere in that vicinity. But that's the starting point. Because once you're a fully qualified director, I'm not going to illustrate it, we don't have time to do that tonight, but go to your manual, check it all out there. Move to the world team, that will double your income. And move up that world team and keep moving up until you reach the president's team. Because if you want to make money by the bunch, you need to be on the president's team, because that changes your life. You have the ability to travel to these exotic places around the world, stay in the 5-star hotels, do life first class, as opposed to just dragging it behind you. So that's very, very important for you to work on. You know, and what I so appreciated about Judith's meeting early on, in the founder, Jerry Brasfield, has actually given us the guidelines, the success track that you need to get on to start getting your life into order. And we call them our values or our principles and philosophies. And Judy covered that in the earlier training, so I'm just going to touch on it. But a couple of things. Absolute integrity. That is vital, okay? Treat others the way you'd like to be treated yourself, okay? People are number one. It's so important that you learn to love and work with people in a spirit of harmony. Their success becomes your success. So if you're not good with people, you're not going to be good in this business. So you've got to work on people being number one. Products that work. You know, how do you know the products work? There's one way. You've got to use them. And I find that if people do not do that step, effectively change their buying habits from the supermarkets to their Neolife business, if they don't use the full range of products, their credibility never comes through. And whilst we're talking about that, okay, so in other words, use the product as much as possible. And then equal opportunity for all. This is what makes Neolife totally unique. I've seen people from all different backgrounds, all different disciplines, all different education levels take hold of this opportunity and build a success out of it to the level that they wanted to. And the last one is long range vision. You know, that is what separates Neolife. Today in Neolife, you know, today you look around, there's so many people making promises. This company opens up and they say, oh, we knew we're going to do X, Y, Z. 3, 4, 5 years down the line, they aren't even in business anymore. So the promises they make are never kept. Neolife is what I call a promise keeper and has been looking after people successfully for years, in fact, 63 years. So it's a very successful company to be part of. You know, so those are a couple of little thoughts which I thought might just give you some guidelines. We know Neolife works. You have the opportunity to create your own destiny using Neolife as the vehicle. I know of no finer business that you can get into, one that's solid, it's stood the test of time, it's got a wonderful product range, it's got a very powerful compensation plan that pays very well. And so, you know, it's a business that works. So I would really strongly suggest that you get part of it and use this business. And don't wait for someone to help you. Get out there and start making things happen for yourself. And so, Judy, thanks so much indeed for your time. I just hope that what I've told you is of a value to you, that you can use it. And I soon look forward to seeing as many of you, and I speak to my team there, I know most of my team are there. When Judy and Charles come down traveling, I want my team to travel down to the beautiful venues we're going to. And by the way, the next time is Prague in Europe. Let's make sure that we get some of you to Prague as World Team members. So thanks for your time. Good night. God bless you all. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Rory, for that. You are so seasoned, so seasoned in this business. 47 years is many years ago. Most of them, I think, by the time you are starting the business, you are so far behind. But because of working, we've really caught up with you. And one thing that I really admire with you, you are able to get it to how we really need to do it. And especially when you think of working with other people and treating them like you'd like to be treated. That is something that I really admire. And of course, what has kept you so long in the business is being honest with what you're doing and working with everybody to achieve the many things that many people want to achieve. And so, Rory, thank you so much. May you say hi to Noera. And we are so happy for coming and speaking to us and reminding us those early days, how we used to fly to Kenya to come and teach us as we're opening the Kenyan market and taking up leadership. Thank you for the values that you instilled. Thank you for the values that, yes.
I say we look forward to the time we can get back to Kenya because we really love Kenya. We have a passion for Kenya and its people. And, you know, Nola and I were talking at one stage. We said, if we didn't live in South Africa, where would we live? Kenya. We'd love it. So anyway, God bless you all. Thank you. Good night. And have a good October. Make October your best month ever. Why don't you set a record? Go out there and set your business ablaze and just make the most of it. So great luck and good luck for the month of October. Cheers.
Thank you so much. With your blessings, we are going to make it a very perfect month. And we are going to cross higher than we crossed in the month of September. Thank you so much, Sarah. Hi to Noera and the rest of the team, and to everybody who has, really participated with us. We do say thank you so much for being with us and for giving us those things that we really need in our business. And in closing, one thing that I would like to share is that for those people that have come here for the very first time, there's a lot that you can get from Neolife. And I'm sure all these good things are waiting for you. Traveling, becoming your own boss, you know, having time freedom, you know, having personal growth, and, you know, building long-time friendships. You know, you get everything in your life. When I came, I was not the way I am today, but today I'm better than I was. For those getting started, that is our pen bill number. Whoever has invited you, they are going to give you the pen bill number for Neolife. You pay directly to the company, and then they are going to show you how you are going to be registered so that you can start doing the business and we can start learning and growing together. And of course, our commitment is to make the world a healthier and happier place for each and every one of us. That's why we are all here, to make sure that we are impacting good things to each and every one of us so that Kenya can become a beautiful place for each and everyone to live in, and especially during this COVID season, for any life that we touched and your life became better. We are so proud, and we want to exceed our expectations as we continue serving the Kenyan market. Otherwise, from us in your life, I'm sure you have enjoyed this week. I hope we gave you the very best service that you ever needed. Otherwise, happy customer service week, and we want to assure you that we are going to work so hard so that we can be able to meet your expectation as you continue to enjoy our products in healthcare range, in our skincare range, and in our home care range, and make Neolife your preferred, the best healthcare company that you look to take care of your health needs. Otherwise, from me and all the participants and my co-host, RORY McDERMID, it's a good night from me. May God bless you so much, and may you enjoy your pen. It's been lovely talking to you. Good night, everyone.